What's up, guys and gals, and welcome back to another Division 2 build video. If you haven't already, then ground and pound that like and subscribe button, and don't forget to turn on post notifications so that way you know each and every time a stream goes live or a video is uploaded. Just reach up there and trigger that bell. Also, keep in mind we have that exclusive membership button, so just click on it if you want some exclusive content, custom emojis, and loyalty badges, and also tons and tons of perks in addition. But anyways, enough of my rambling, let's hop right into it. And first we're going to go into some gameplay, and then we're going to go over and discuss the build thereafter. Hope you guys enjoy.
Y'all always trying to shoot people in the back.
Yeah. Wait, they're right there. Careful, Relentless. He's coming with a shield. Yeah, that cover right there was no good. I'm gonna come out from behind them.
I got them all.
Oh, you got them?
All.
You killed them all?
Yep.
Nice. Clap over their bodies.
3-piece, bitches. Y'all didn't expect that shit. Welcome to True Patriot LMG, motherfuckers. Just killed one.
He's on the deck.
Yeah, he's dead.
As you can see in the gameplay, the armor literally just is ripped off other players, and at a awesome rate at that, right? So let's hop right into the build. So yes, we are utilizing the 2-piece Patriot, and as for utilizing a 2-piece Patriot, you get 10% damage to armor. Also keep in mind that 10% damage to armor is multiplicative. Basically the same way damage to elites or to named or gold NPCs. Likewise, the damage to armor is going to affect other agents in the same manner. And on this particular piece, on the attributes, we have 37% damage to elites and 16% hazard protection. Now moving on to the knee pads. Instead of having crit chance here, I prefer basically anything else. Preferably if I can find one with some kind of defensive Lego instead of an offensive one. But, you know, beggars can't be choosers. So once I find one, I can replace these knee pads. And of course, in the mod slot, we have a defensive protocol by way of 3,083 health, 10% skill health, and 984 armor on kill. And before I go any further, basically you want the 2-piece True Patriot, if you're going to be using 2 pieces, to go on the knee pads and mask. Because basically when it comes to PvP, these 2 pieces have the most non-essential talents when it comes to PvP. You can go with hard hitting, but that's PvE. Or if you want to go with patience, you can utilize that in PvP. But would you choose patience over the likes of, say, devastating? So that's why you would want to go with the knee pads and mask. But anyways, let's hop into the rest of it. Of course, we are utilizing Bloodsucker, and according to the PTS, it will be going up to 11 defensive Legos, and as you can see on the screen, I have 11 on the dot, so therefore this build can be utilized once the next update lands. But for having 1-piece Ghillie Guard, you get 5% total armor. In the attributes, we have 6639 armor, 5815 health, 10% weapon damage, and of course, the talent is Bloodsucker. Depleting an enemy's armor adds a stack of 20% bonus armor for 20 seconds. Max stack is 5. Right now, all things are subject to change. I've seen it multiple variations of dealing with the Bloodsucker changes. Some have went to 25% bonus armor for 10 seconds, max stack of 6. There's different variations when it comes to PvP side versus the PvE. And you can do basically both with this build, thus having that 37% damage to elites. And then of course you have 10% on each weapon, so a total of 47% damage to elites. So it is still very effective in PvE. Not absolutely the greatest, because other builds can stack more damage to elites, but you can use this in all activities, no matter what it is, PvE or PvP. But moving on, in the mod slots we have 3127 health, 4% health regen, 952 armor regeneration, and then a utility we have 79 skill power, 237 hive skill power, and 237 chem launcher skill power, but really we're not using any skills whatsoever. This is basically pure out damage. And then of course we have another defensive mod by way of 3011 bonus armor, 3% total armor, and then 5% health regen. Now, if you want to go with the likes of Unstoppable Force, instead of Bloodsucker, if you prefer that talent, then by all means, you can just pick and choose what you want. I do have ones with the Unstoppable Force on it, but as you can see, the talents aren't, or the attributes aren't really that great on them. I'm just holding on to them for when the update hits, so that way I can put larger value attributes on those, right? So, moving on. On the holster, it is a finished Group A-B holster. Its attributes are 15,949 in health and 3330 health on kill, with 5% weapon damage by way of the talent Devastating. Now moving on to the backpack. It is a Petrov piece backpack, or Petrov defense group piece, I should say, with 10% LMG damage, just for having that one piece. Its attributes are 4% cooldown reduction, 8274 bonus armor, 5% weapon damage, and 3702 health. The talents I'm utilizing is Safeguard. Killing a target grants 150% bonus to repairing and healing effects for 20 seconds. Requires 5 or less. I hit that on the button. And then of course Hardened for that plus 10% armor. Now moving on to the gloves. It is the Yaw Gear brand set, and for having one piece you get 10% weapon handling. The attributes are 4496 health and 5% LMG damage, and also having the talent Devastating on the gloves as well. Now, if you have better gloves out there with higher based damage to LMGs, then that is definitely going to make this even stronger. Right now, the current best piece that I have is that 10% weapon damage on my chest. And if you have better rolls as far as defensive attributes on your backpack and chest, then by all means that will reflect in your armor and health. But as you've seen in the clip, even at 239 armor and 63k health, that it completely shreds, and I still have enough survivability, no matter if it's the occupied or the normalized dark zone. But basically, you can mix and match whatever other 3 pieces you want. I just prefer at least one piece Yaw Gear for the 10% weapon handling. That kind of helps with the whole unhinged on an LMG. And of course, you want to have one Petrov just for the 10% damage that you get by way of LMG. But, you know, some could substitute this holster here for a Petrov. But the ones that I currently have and all the ones that I found have no talents on them whatsoever. So I didn't think that was as beneficial as just putting a Fenris A and B or a different brand set as long as it had Devastating on it. Trying to get the most bang for my buck. But basically, that is the build. Check out the gameplay. Let's go over to the character sheet before I forget once again. Sorry about that. 2667 in the M249, 3893 in the MK. And of course, we'll start with the Unhinged. It's supposed to be negative 35% weapon handling, and by using the Yaw Gear, we got 25. That's going to change down to, I believe, 20 and 20. Or 25 and 25. It's one or the other. It keeps changing on the PTS. When it comes to the negative weapon handling you get from Unhinged. So if it does reduce and stays the way it is, then that'll be negative 15 weapon handling and very, very easy to control and still utilize Unhinged. We have 50% all weapon damage bonus and then 30% LMG damage bonus for a total of 80% LMG damage. Then, of course, we have 42% damage to elites total. Moving on, in our armor, 239, 528, 63, 227 max health, 3330 health on kill, 34,459 health regeneration, 16% hazard protection, bleed, blind, 36% burn, 16% disorient, disrupt, and shock resistance. Skills, 79 skill power, 4% skill cooldown reduction, and like I said, we're not really utilizing any skills. So if you enjoyed the Chupacabra AR style build, which is it seems that you have since it has 106k views, then by all means, then you're going to absolutely love it with LMGs. And of course, I'm utilizing the Nove, not Defender drone. I'm going with the Fixer drone just for the simple fact of all the armor regeneration that I have on. And plus also since I'm utilizing Safeguard along with the Chem Launcher, so that way if need be, if I don't have the time, the 2.5 seconds to put on an armor kit, then I can either have my drone out to repair my armor, or I can drop a Chem Launcher at my feet, or even do both at the same time, so that way I can get my health back super quick by utilizing the Safeguard. But definitely try it out. But if you prefer ARs instead of LMGs, then check out the Chupacabra build on my channel. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll see you punching later.